Tetro Danganronpa is a fangame video series that I was introduced to through TikTok. I was introduced to the blue version first, which is the second season. So I watched out of blue, not realizing it was the second season until like after when I saw a comment about it being the second season. So I went back and watched Pink, all of Pink, and this is my thoughts on Pink. So a few disclaimers before we get started. First off, I'm tackling all of Pink, so please go watch it, and no, I'm not doing a recap, that's too much shit. Second disclaimer, I haven't played Danganronpa yet. I am planning to play it. I haven't played it yet, so I'm not really gonna be like going back to the games and be like, this is how the games did it, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm looking at this solely from a outsider looking into Danganronpa. I know all the lore, okay? I watched the 3-hour video. I watched that, okay? I know the lore, buddy. I just haven't played the games. And finally, I will be shitting on your favorite character. Probably. I mean, if your favorite character wasn't my favorite character, I probably hated their ass. I'm not gonna lie. But also, there is gonna be mature themes and stuff, alright? I just want to get that. I mean, if you've seen it, you already know that, but there's gonna be a lot of mature shit. So please, just, you know, get out if you can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? And let's just get into my review on Danganronpa Tetro Pink, or is it Tetro Danganronpa Pink? Let's call it DP King DDD. The most important thing to me when it comes to storytelling is the characters. If the characters are shit, doesn't matter how good the story is, I will never like it. But if the story is absolute garbage, the characters might save it. This was the main thing I was looking forward to when watching this series. Although I was introduced to Danganronpa Blue, and my main intrigue was a specific scene, I still went out of my way to watch all of Danganronpa Pink, believing that, well, if Blue was good, Pink has to be better, since it was like season 1, and it was good. All the characters are well written, despite the fact that I might not like all the characters. And when I say I hate or don't like a character, it's not because I hate how they're written or whatever, it's mostly their personality. And sometimes if I don't like a character, it's because they're written not to be liked. But other times I just don't like a character because not how they're written, they were written amazingly, but again, personality. So I guess I should start with the characters I love and work my way down, right? Having a favorite character in Danganronpa Pink is like having a Russian roulette game with your emotional spectrum. Most of the characters that I love didn't even fucking make it to the end, and it pisses me off so much. But I guess that's the point. For you to love these characters, but then you're constantly reminded what they're in, a death game. It just makes me wish that they were put in a different setting, you know, like they were actually in a classroom or something. Because Jesus, not only are we losing the character, but we're losing the interactions as well. But I should stop yapping and get to the characters I loved. Student 11, Manami Sumo, the ultimate superhero. She was awesome. I really loved her during the entire series. I honestly believed she was going to survive the entire thing. I mean, she had zero qualms with any of the other classmates. Even the one that everybody thought was an asshole liked her of some sort. And it was really sad to see her go. And the way she died too was just brutal. Also, the reason she died was kind of bullshit, I'm not gonna lie. Having a super villain also be part of the entire classroom with the ultimate superhero was actually a shocker. It was genuinely a plot twist I did not see coming, and I honest to God believed she was going to survive the whole thing. Student 2, Keizo Harada, the ultimate zoologist. I'm not gonna lie, this was another character I thought was gonna make it the entire way through. Sadly, he was a murderer. Well, technically not. It's a little weird. Honest to God, didn't think he'd murder anyone, and technically, yeah, he did not murder anyone, but there was a little friend he brought that did do the murdering. See, being the ultimate zoologist meant he was able to bring in his pet tiger, and in one of the chapters, one of their should I say, like punishments was that, or challenges actually. One of their challenges was that there will be adrenaline being pumped into the vents. So his pet tiger, which was pretty docile throughout chapter 1 and 2, actually was affected by the adrenaline and straight up killed another student. And since the tiger was his property, he had to be executed for it. And it sucked because he was an actually really good character. His relationship with Chiba and Hanma was really cute. A running joke about him having multiple partners in the past last, but nobody getting why is actually pretty funny. And of course, his pet tiger Sawa was honestly really cute because you can hear her like purrs and stuff in the background. However, certain chapter you don't hear her purrs is also the chapter you realize he killed Chiba. It honestly sucked. That whole trial, I was brought to tears. I literally almost cried. Overall, awesome character though. Kamigawa Hiroki, student 12, aka the ultimate fashion designer. Kamigawa, or Nagawa if you want to piss him off, is a very rude, very sassy, and very closeted character. And yet all of these literally made me love him even more, especially with that little character arc. I don't know about you guys, but I love asshole characters, especially since they can be fun, or when they crash out, it's very hilarious. However, with him, it's a little different. It's the fact that I can really tell he was written so he can have a redemption arc. And even though he tried being better, and he really did try, of course, a certain character didn't help with that. I have to say, literally my favorite argument with him was with him in Tanma, or Tamba, and I loved it. I loved his arguments with Tamba. They were all so great, even though they were a little annoying, but they were still great. He's such a good character, and the fact that he never kills anyone, even though I honest to God thought he was gonna kill Tamba, he never kills anyone, and he survives. So I actually had a character I really loved and was rooting for not die, which is great. Ojima Takeshi, the ultimate illustrator, aka Student 8. How do I say this without trauma dumping? Me and Ojima have a very similar past in certain aspects that I will not get into because of this video, and also I don't want to trauma dump on you guys, but that did help me, and it kind of gave me a bias on why I like this character so much, especially with the disassociation. It even comes from a very similar place if you have seen the series. Again, not trauma dumping, but I also do the same thing, just not at the extreme of him. But there's also other aspects of his characters that I think are just really cool, mainly his relationship with Kamigawa. I mean, their relationship is pretty cute. Honestly, low-key want them to get together, but hey, we don't know if they did or didn't. But I am glad he did survive the games. He low-key deserved it. Also, long live Drunk Ojima. He was actually pretty funny. Kazutoshi Kamada, student 4, the ultimate crime scene cleaner. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely thought this was a guaranteed, yep, he's making it through, but no, he dies because he's short. Like, okay, I mean, I get the irony, and it's kind of funny, but at the same time, that fucking sucks. He dies because he's short. What bullshit. Also, another Tamba hater at first, which, I mean, I hate Tamba, okay? I hate Tamba so fucking much, but she was more likable because of Kamada, so, I mean, I guess I gotta give it to him. He low-key is a funny character. Almost all of my favorite scenes are with him, so, but yeah, again, overall, great character. Wish I saw more of him. Remember how I said that I value the characters over the story? Well, I guess I should talk about the story now. Overall, pretty fucking good. I genuinely was engaged with the entire thing, and there's some mysteries that I still wonder about. Like what the rabbit really is, what's the plane, you know, what's going on, really. I know this has to be like an AU of Danganronpa, so I just wonder, why even start the killing games to begin with? I assume it's probably some sadistic reason, or because they're scientists, it's like psychoanalyzing the human race or whatever. Because the original reason why the game started in Danganronpa was to spread despair, but I'm assuming there's not a similar reason here. Every trial was honestly, it had me at the tips of my toes. Of course, I had my suspicions, most of them were wrong. But that last trial, however, not only was it the most stressful because it was like the most impossible to solve, but low-key, if I was Ken, I would have been fucking pissed. That last trial, bullshit. And I'm not saying it's bad, but it was still bullshit. First off, the rabbit giving a hint that they're fucking wrong. I would have been like, I would have spitting. That's how mad I would have been. Bro, what the fuck, bro? Also, them accusing Tamba that last trial made no sense because the entire accusation hinged on the idea of her being sneaky. And Tamba is nothing but sneaky or smart. Literally, there is no way she would have done that kill. She even was sneaking on Kamigawa earlier and she fucking failed. There's literally no way. Bro, multiple times, they're like, bro, let me in there, nigga. Like, yo, give me the mic, nigga. Cause like, you ain't doing good, bro. It was so obviously not her. But then again, their whole fucking time was cut in half that last trial by Tamba. I fucking hate Tamba so much. I might even do like a whole rant on her. But yeah, the story was really interesting. Each trial was amazing. If I had to give a ranking on the trials, however, it's actually really hard because I don't even know how I would rank them. Like, would I have to rank them like through mystery, like how intrigued I was, or emotional like baggage? I guess like baggage is like insane, because if it was like mystery, like who really did it, I have to say the 5th trial was on top. But when it comes to emotion, the 4th trial definitely. Also, that 4th trial is also bullshit, because how you gonna tell me that because my friend killed themselves but I was accidentally the one that started, that means I did it? That's some bullshit, bro. I would have been pissed. Tama was such a great character. In conclusion, fuck Tamba. I fucking hate Tamba. I wish Tamba died. Holy shit. But in real conclusion, the voice acting, peak. And I cannot wait to see how Blue pans out. And I guess my final thought is, if anyone from the team for Tetro Danganronpa is listening, I would gladly, like, I don't know, voice act if you do a season 3. I'd love to do that. I'd be grateful. I'd love to voice act for season 3 if you do that. I'm gonna plug my casting call clubs in the description. Anyway, bye.